Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. We are live from Emporia High School in Emporia, Kansas for the 7th place game in the Emporia 51st Annual Glacier's Edge Basketball Tournament. Grizzlies come into this tournament losing the first two, hoping to salvage the 7th place game in the tournament and go home with a win here this morning. My name's Kevin Arkin, glad to be with you. Glad you're joining us here on NWHS Grizz. And if you were with us on Thursday night, you'll notice we're not in the same place Thursday night that we are this morning. There are two gyms here at Emporia High School. This is technically named the Junior Varsity Gym. It is a small gym. You can see that there's very limited bleacher seating on this side opposite from where we are, and there's no seating on our side. So not a lot of folks can sit down in this place, but it is still a good place to play basketball, and they have the 7th place game scheduled in here. The 5th place game is being played in the main gym between Topeka and Wichita South High School. In just a moment here, I'm going to give you a recap of how the brackets went up to this point. They're still being completed over here to my right by Linda Hall, our statistician, who will be our guest at halftime in this game. So be sure to join us. We're long overdue visiting with Linda Hall, and we're going to have her on at halftime. We're going to take a 60-second break, then we'll come back. I'll go through the brackets with you. Stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz. This is Grizzly Basketball.
Grizzlies Basketball on the Internet is brought to you in part by Andrew's Cleaning Service. Owned and operated by Andrew Dillon, they offer residential cleaning, apartment cleaning, commercial cleaning services, deep cleaning, construction and remodel cleanup, carpet cleaning, and much more. Whether it be a one-time cleanup job or regular service scheduled weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly, Andrew's Cleaning Service is ready to take care of your cleaning needs. Andrew's Cleaning Service serves the greater Wichita metro area, including Derby, Hayesville, Mays, Goddard, and Valley Center. Check them out on the web at wichitacleaningservice.com or give Andrew a call for an estimate at 712-3883. We thank Andrew's Cleaning Service for their support of Grizzly Basketball on the web.
I'm assuming they're not going to introduce starters. Yeah, I didn't think they would. Hey, welcome back, folks, to Emporia High School as we're getting set for the 7th place game of our visit here to the Glacier's Edge tournament. And I'm going to make a correction and apology real quick. I said, as long as I've known Linda, I just said her name wrong. It's Linda Hill, not Linda Hall. And I beg forgiveness. That's all I can do is beg forgiveness. Okay, real quick, let's go through how it all started. Game 1 was our game. Top-seeded Topeka Seaman beat Wichita Northwest in Game 1, throwing us into the losers bracket. Game 2 had the 4-seed Shawnee Mission South defeating Topeka, and that threw Topeka into the losers bracket, and Shawnee Mission South then played Seaman in Game 7 on Friday in the semifinal. Game 3 had Emporia and Wichita Heights. Heights won that one and went into Game 8 against Derby, who took on Wichita South and beat South on Friday. So today's schedule has Game 7, the 7th place game is us, and that we will take on the host team, Emporia. The 5th place game has Topeka taking on Wichita South. They're in the main gym right now. The consolation game is Wichita Heights and Topeka Seaman. And the only thing I can say is, how did Topeka Seaman lose to anybody? As good as they are, but they lost to Shawnee Mission South yesterday. So they're in the consolation game. Derby and Shawnee Mission South will play for the title here later this afternoon. Of course, that game will not be broadcast. So that's how we all got here. Grizzlies are in the middle of a huge losing streak and would like to snap it right here against the host team, Emporia. Emporia comes in with a record of 1-10. The Grizzlies are 2-9, so they should be pretty well matched. Both teams have struggled this year. Just looking at the teams warming up, Emporia does have two big players, height-wise, I mean, and they would be their two tallest players are Macy Davis, number 11. She's 5'10", and Adia Hefner, a senior. He's also 5'10". Those are their two big players. So those are two people we'll be looking at very closely. I'm going to go ahead and give you the starting lineups now because I do not anticipate they're going to introduce starters before this game over the PA system. Let's start with the designated home team in this game, and that is the Spartans of Emporia High School. Emporia will wear white with red and black trim on their shorts as the home team. Number 2 is a 5'3" freshman, Jade Aguirre. Number 5, a sophomore at 5'6", Bailey Wiltz. Number 11 is Macy Davis. She is a 5'10" freshman. Number 13 is Sydney Beheimer. She is a 5'5" freshman. And finally, number 25, Adia Hefner, is a 5'10" senior. A lot of freshmen on this team. I counted 8 on the roster for Emporia. They are coached by Taylor Scott. He's assisted by Bob Miller and Brett Stewart. Now the starting lineup for your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies, designated as the visiting team this morning, and they will wear their road blue uniforms with yellow numerals and gold trim. A 5'4" junior guard, number 2, J.C. Schur. 5'9" junior forward, number 5, Anaya Simpson. 5'10" junior guard, Aubrey Navarrete. 5'10" senior guard, number 10, Daisha Johnson. And rounding out the starting 5 for your Grizzlies, it'll be Cameron Stubbs, a 6-foot senior forward, and Cameron wears number 34. Head coach of the Grizzlies is Christina Commons. She's assisted by LaShona Jones. The managers are Aaliyah Richard, April Isbell, Amaya Bates, and Jocelyn Chalise. And, of course, our statistician, as always, Linda Hill, who's sitting to my immediate right. We'll tell you again that Kevin is running a solo operation again this morning, and as such, the graphics will be altered in that the time clock will not run consistent with the game clock. We will update it minute by minute throughout the game, and I'll keep you verbally advised as to exact time left when the situation calls for it. About 1 minute from tip-off. Again, for Emporia, it's Aguirre, Wiltz, Davis, Beheimer, and Hefner. And for Northwest, it's Schur, Simpson, Johnson, Navarrete, and Stubbs. Referees are having their last huddle before they take their jackets off to get going. Good day to be inside. Very foggy here in the Emporia area again. We drove up here through pea soup again, and driving home Thursday night, folks, was a real adventure. I could not see 3 stripes in front of me on the turnpike. Fortunately, everybody made it home safely, and that's all that matters. Getting set now for the opening tip. For Emporia, it will be number 11, Macy Davis, and for Northwest, it will be Anaya Simpson. Getting ready to tip it off. Hope you enjoy the contest. And we're on floor level here today, folks, so we do not have the best view. We're going to give you the best picture we've got, and you're looking at it. So when they're right here in front of me, they're going to be big in your picture. Here we go. Opening tip is won by the Spartans, and they'll bring it down the floor very quickly. Around the horn they go. Over on the far side to Wiltz. To the near side now. That's Beheimer. Into the paint. Driving and putting it up. It doesn't go. Rebound. Put back does go. And Emporia takes the early lead. Basket by Hefner. Here come the Grizzlies bringing it down the floor. A reminder to you, if you did not join us on Thursday night, the Centennial League that Emporia plays in does not use a shot clock. So there is no shot clock in this game. That goes out of bounds. That'll stay with Northwest. Daisha Johnson will inbound for the Grizzlies. And she gets it to Simpson. Simpson drives, puts it up, it's blocked, and it's picked off by Emporia. Here they come down the floor. Beheimer sends it around. There's a three ball off the heel, no good, from Macy Davis. And it's rebounded by Northwest, and here they come back. 2-0, Grizzlies trail. Just underway here in the first quarter. Now we have a turnover. And it will belong to Emporia. They inbound. Token pressure being put on by Northwest. There's a fast break basket and the score by Hefner, and she got behind the entire defense and was uncontested for that layup. Now we have a whistle and a travel call that'll turn it back over to Emporia. Grizzlies trail 4-0. Well, I take it back. They're going to give it to us. Navarrete with it. She'll bring it in closer. Daisha Johnson to J.C. Schur on the far side. Spin move back to Johnson. Johnson top of the key, heavily guarded. Now we have a turnover, and this time it will belong to the Spartans. 6 minutes and change remaining here in the first quarter. And around the horn it goes again for Emporia. Wiltz feeds it in to Hefner. Back to Wiltz, now to Beheimer. Every person on the team has touched the ball in this possession. Wiltz for three off the heel, and it doesn't go. And it will turn over to Northwest as it hit the backboard. J.C. Schur on the far side will bring it down the floor for the Grizzlies. Cameron Stubbs back to Schur. Little motion offense. Schur for three off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Emporia. Here come the Spartans back down the floor with it. Into the paint it goes. Underneath. And another basket by Hefner. That's three for her. And a timeout's being taken by Northwest. We'll keep it right here. Northwest trailing 6-0 here early on. 5:15 to go in the first quarter. No fouls yet in the game. Grizzlies have not had a clean shot yet. It's been almost 3 minutes. Testament to the defense being played by the Spartans. Grizzlies, as usual, working hard. I've never seen a harder working bunch than your Grizzlies over here in the huddle. Ball belongs to Northwest. Navarrete inbounds it to Talia Lewis, who just came into the game during that timeout, number 22. Talia, the 5'7" sophomore. Underneath, that one goes out, and it will, who are they giving it to? They're going to keep it with Northwest, and I think that's the right play. Navarrete will inbound for the Grizzlies. And it comes. Kylena Hallman also came in during that timeout. And she puts up a three ball. Good! Hallman for three. Maybe that's the spark the Grizzlies needed. Hefner sends it back out. Wiltz over to the far side now to Aguirre. Back to Wiltz. And back to Aguirre again. She puts it to the far side into the paint. Good pass. Three people back there defending. They send it back out. Beheimer. Now back to Wiltz. And now back to Hefner again. That one misses, and it's rebounded by the Grizzlies. Grizzlies have a chance to get within one or tie it here. There's a whistle. First foul of the game is charged against Emporia. .4:12 to go, first quarter. Grizzlies trail 6-3. Navarrete from three. Off the heel, no good. Rebounded by the Spartans. Hefner gets the rebound, now passes it off to Aguirre. And Aguirre will bring it down the floor for the Spartans. She's got it, top of the key. That one goes out of play. Last touch by Northwest. It'll stay with the Spartans. Around the horn it goes again. That's Cunningham with it, number 15, who just came into the game. She gets it back. Now underneath to Hefner. Hefner to Aguirre. Aguirre's going to drive it herself, puts it up for three. Off the heel, no good. Hefner with a rebound. She puts it up off the glass, and it goes. Grizzlies bring it down the floor, trailing now by 5. Three ball off the glass, no good from Hallman. She gets the putback and scores. Kylena Hallman has all 5 of Northwest points. Grizzlies bring it back down now. That's Navarrete with it. Long three ball off the heel, no good, and Hefner gets the rebound for Emporia. Aguirre will bring it down the floor on the far side. Grizzlies about to sub in a player or two. And here's a steal. Talia Lewis, uncontested, misses. And we have a foul called. That'll be on Lewis. I think that's a frustration foul, if nothing else. It is on Lewis, her first, team's first. Stubbs and Mariah Staten come in. Mariah, the 5'4" junior guard, in the game for the first time for Northwest. Emporia working it down, getting some pressure from the Grizzlies defensively. Close to an over and back. They get it in safely. Into the corner, that's Hefner. Back out to Aguirre, she pulls it all the way out. Grizzlies man-to-man. Into the paint, Hefner lost the handle, and it's picked off by Stubbs. J.C. Schur gives it back to Talia Lewis, who will bring it down the floor. Underneath the Staten, couldn't get a shot off. Back to Hallman, and Hallman walked with it. That'll turn it over, and Daisha Johnson comes back in for Northwest. J.C. Schur will take a seat. and take a break. We have a minute and a half remaining here in the first quarter. Loose ball. Staten has it. Down to the basket, up, and it doesn't go. That's two uncontested layups the Grizzlies have not been able to cash in on here in the first quarter. Aguirre to the far side. Hefner has her pass blocked, and it's picked off by Daisha Johnson, and Northwest has it. So Leah Lewis will bring it down the floor for Northwest. She went up for it, didn't get it. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will belong to Emporia, and Emporia now will take a 30-second timeout. We have 49 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Grizzlies trail 8-5. And Navarrete is getting set to come back in. She just checked in. Oh, okay. Thank you for that. I originally gave credit for the first 3 points of the game to Hallman. It was actually Navarrete that shot that ball. So let's give the 3 points to Navarrete, and there we go. All right, we're back underway. Last minute of the first quarter. Hefner, spin move, dishes it back out. Now Aguirre pulls it back out. We'll do it all over again. That's Cunningham with it. Back to Aguirre. Over to the far side to Beheimer. And we have a foul call, which is too bad because Mariah Staten got her hands on the ball. Second team foul on Northwest. And it's being charged. I'm confused. We'll figure it out later. Huh? Callie Carpenter charged with the foul. I didn't even have her on my list. No wonder I didn't know who it was. Callie Carpenter was added for the tournament, and that it isn't on my printout. 12 seconds to go now. Hefner underneath. Dishes it back out to Aguirre. Over here in the corner, there's a 3-ball blocked and out of bounds to Emporia with 1.5 seconds to go. Macy Davis comes back in to give some height. Up off the glass and doesn't fall, and that will do it for the first quarter. At the end of one quarter of play, it's Emporia 8 and Northwest 5. We'll be back with the second quarter after this timeout. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly Basketball.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Northwest inbounds to start play here in the second quarter. On the floor for the Grizzlies, it's Mariah Staten, Daisha Johnson, Cameron Stubbs, Aubrey Navarrete, and Callie Carpenter. Callie Carpenter wearing number 24 today. Emporia brings it down. That'll be Cunningham with it. Aguirre. Back out to Aguirre now. Into the paint to Davis. Davis lost the handle. Here comes Northwest. Staten with it. Nice move. Go up. Put it up. It doesn't go, but she's fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot a pair. Staten at the line, shooting a pair. First one is good. And the Grizzlies are on the board in the second quarter. Mariah will get one more. She makes them both. 8-7, Grizzlies trail. 1 minute gone now in the second quarter. Into Aguirre, nice pass. Aguirre for three, off the heel, rebounded by Stubbs. Here comes Northwest with a chance now to take the lead for the first time. Motion offense by Northwest. Staten has it, top of the key. She drives into the paint and slips. Ball goes up anyway and misses, and now we have a whistle. And Mariah Staten is injured. Mariah Staten slipped evidently on a wet spot or something on the floor as she was going up to shoot and went down very awkwardly. We'll see what's going on here with that. And she's up. And the crowd, the partisan crowd from Emporia, gives her a nice round of applause as she is escorted off. J.C. Scher will go in to take her place. So the lineup will be Scher, Navarrete, Johnson, Carpenter, and Stubbs. And the ball will belong to Emporia. They will inbound to resume play, and here we go. Pressure being put on by the Grizzlies. Aguirre drives into the paint to Hefner, and a foul called against Northwest. Be nice if they would put it up so I could tell who it is that they're charging it to. Davis gives it off. Cunningham now to Aguirre for three. She misses. Put back, misses also, and it's rebounded by Stubbs. Here comes Northwest. J.C. Scher on the near side. Tried to feed that one in to Carpenter, and it was picked off. Aguirre puts it up. It misses, goes out of bounds. Turn it over to Northwest. Daisha Johnson with it for the Grizzlies. Bringing it down the floor. J.C. Scher now out to Stubbs, top of the key. Cameron gives it to Johnson. Johnson, she slipped as well. There is a wet spot or something on that floor. They need to deal with that. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Emporia. Coming back in, Hallman and Simpson for Northwest. Stubbs and Cunningham and Carpenter, will take a seat. There's a long three ball, misses everything. Simpson is there to get it. Scher will bring it down the far side of the floor for Northwest. Feeds it into Simpson. Simpson to Hallman. Hallman driving, now back to Schur. Schur drives from 12 feet, misses everything, and it's rebounded by Hefner. Here comes Emporia right back. Long feed to the near side. Cunningham has it. Gets it back out to Davis for three. It rims out. And we have a foul over the back. I think it's going to be called on Hallman. Oh, it's not. Foul's charged to Hefner. That's their second team foul. Northwest has one in this quarter. Inbounded to Talia Lewis, who just came in. And Lewis will bring it down the floor. To Navarrete. Near side for three, off the rim. No good, rebounded by Aguirre. And back down comes Emporia. Underneath, Hefner misses. Rebounded by Hallman. Kylena Hallman gives it back to Lewis. And here come the Grizzlies back. Nearly 4 minutes gone in the second quarter. Emporia has not scored in this quarter. Turnover will give it to Emporia. And they inbound, and here we go again. Davis has it. Gives it to Aguirre. Back to Davis. Davis double team. Splits it. And brings it down. Kylena Hallman gets it. And gives it to Schur. Again, the Grizzlies with a chance to take the lead. And Simpson goes down. And if I didn't know any better, I'd say there's a water main break down there because everybody is slipping. Coming in for Emporia is Wiltz. Inbounded and a score for Northwest from Kylena Hallman, and the Grizzlies take the lead for the first time. Now there's a steal, and boom, we have a turnover. Turnover before the collision. We'll give the ball back to Emporia. Grizzlies lead 9-8. Low scoring first half for sure. That one's going to go out of bounds. Turn it over to Northwest. 3:30 to go till halftime. And we have Navarrete giving it. Schur for three. Rims out, no good. Rebounded by Hefner. Here comes Emporia back, and a quick turnover. And another turnover. This is some sloppy play here at the moment. And now we have over and back called right in front of us. Hope you saw it. It'll belong to Northwest. Now we have a full timeout being taken by Emporia. We'll go ahead and take it with them. 9-8, Grizzlies with a lead, 3:07 to go. We'll be back. You're watching NWHS Grizz. This is Grizzly basketball.
Hey man, you going out for football?
Band class still needs you, man. Kansas students have choices to do or not to do. The Kansas State High School Activities Association urges everyone to participate because when activities stop, nobody wins.
Emporia cheerleaders in action here during the timeout. 3:07 to go till halftime. Grizzlies lead 9-8. And it will be Emporia's ball here. That's what I thought. They were all pointing to white, and one of the referees got it straight. So it's Northwest ball. Navarrete will inbound it. Inbounded to Talia Johnson. Talia Lewis, excuse me. I don't know what I was thinking. We have a charging foul now. Charge to Northwest. J.C. Sure charged with a foul away from the action. And wide open under the basket, and a good job of the Grizzlies to get back. Here's a putback shot, doesn't go. Rebound, and J.C. Sure gets it. Gives it to Lewis. Talia Lewis will bring it down the floor. J.C. Sure, top of the key, puts it up just inside the arc, misses, and all the defensive rebounding has been done by Hefner for Emporia, the tallest girl on the floor. Cunningham gives it to Aguirre. To Davis now, who's double teamed against her. She gets it back to Wiltz, who puts it up off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Anaya Simpson. And the Grizzlies will come back down the floor. Navarrete with it for Northwest. Grizzlies still lead 9-8. On the near side for three. Off the rim, no good. Who's going to get the rebound? It'll be Davis for Emporia, and now we have a whistle. And we have subs coming in for Northwest. Sure and Simpson come out. And coming in is Daisha Johnson. She'll also come in for Lewis. So let's just set it for you. We have Navarrete, Johnson, Staten, Hallman, and Stubbs on the floor for Northwest. Down the floor it comes. Pulling it back out is Aguirre. Thought about a three. Dishes it off. Cunningham to the far side now. Into Davis. Macy Davis on the floor with it. And what do we have? It's going to stay with Emporia. 1:09 to go in the first half. Coming back in for Emporia's number one, Ryan Howe. Aguirre will inbound, gets it to Howe. Howe, uncontested, lays it in. Nobody guarding Howe at all. And an easy layup gives Emporia the lead, now less than a minute to go in the half. Loose on the floor, picked off by Cunningham. Here comes Aguirre down the floor with it. She puts it up off the glass, no good. Hefner the pet back, and it counts. Grizzlies now down by 3. Hallman gives it to Staten. Mariah Staten, 34 seconds to go till halftime. Loose ball is going to be picked off by Hefner. Emporia with a chance to add to their lead. Now a foul against Stubbs. I think that's her first. It's her second, like I said. Davis comes back in. Each team with 3 team fouls. Ball inbounded to Davis. 14 seconds to go. Aguirre to Davis. Back to Aguirre. Around the horn it goes. Cunningham for 2. Misses, and that'll do it. We're at halftime, and the score at half. Emporia 12 and Northwest 9. We'll be back with our halftime extravaganza after this 1-minute timeout. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly Basketball.
Grizzly Pride Booster Club supports academic, athletics, and fine arts programs at Northwest High School. The Booster Club has donated more than $35,000 to students and staff at Northwest. They have purchased equipment, uniforms, classroom supplies, and teacher grants, and provided approximately $7,000 a year in food costs for school activities and athletic events. They would like to invite you to become a member of Grizzly Pride by volunteering at a school event.
Hearing. Hang on just a minute here, folks. We have an audio issue. Yeah, your mic is on. Try it now.
Hello.
Okay, I'm hearing you. Your just voice is light. Okay. We're at halftime, ladies and gentlemen. It is 12-9 Emporia here at the half, and I'm joined by someone we are long overdue having on as a halftime guest, and that is the longtime statistician for the Wichita Northwest basketball program, Linda Hill. Linda, how long have you been doing this?
20 years.
20 years of coming to all these games, and all she does is sit here and write in a book. And, you know, they couldn't do this without you. You know, it's just, you just can't be replaced. So what got you into this in the first place?
When I first worked at Northwest, I started as just working in the gym, and then the regular scorekeeper got sick, and they asked me to step in, so I did for a couple of games. Eric Kofer Holdeman was the coach then.
Oh, my goodness, yeah. Okay. And, well, obviously it stuck.
Well, yes, then the regular scorekeeper quit, and so then Jay Means, the AD, asked me to do it the next year, so that's how it started.
And you've done it ever since?
Ever since.
You know, and I think it's amazing that, you know, you're sitting here doing this, and every game your husband is with you. You know, I mean, he's a trooper. He's just sitting over there taking in all the action, but, you know, he's with you every game.
Yep.
God bless
former
him.
basketball player, so he likes the game a lot.
Yeah. Well, it is a great game. There's no doubt about that. So I assume you're going to do this into perpetuity?
Yep. Until they tell
Until
me they
fire
don't need
you.
me anymore. Yep.
There you go. Well, that's great. You know, it's super that you're able to do this, and the fact that this is probably, I think this is the first time you and I have sat side by side at a game.
Yes.
Because of where my perch is. I'm usually up high. Mm-hmm. And because of that, I'm able to look over your shoulder and look at the points scored by each team, so I can actually give people stats, because I can't take stats when I'm doing it by myself. So Aubrey Navarrete has 3, and Hallman has 4. And where's the other 2? Staten has a couple of free throws, and that's all the scoring for us. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of the 12 points by Hefner. What a surprise, the tallest girl on the team. And Ryan Howe, who came into the game late in the second quarter, has the other bucket. She came in, got an uncontested layup right away, and that's our scoring here in the game. Low scoring game, 12-9. I guess I didn't expect a real high scoring game, but I thought we'd have more points than this.
They need to shoot more. They're not shooting enough.
They're not shooting, and they're not getting quality shots. They've missed 3 uncontested layups, and you can't miss those. You know those are the gimme points, and take your time, get the shot off. But because we haven't been able to make those, that's why we're trailing. As far as I'm concerned, the game is even. Other than that, not a lot of fouls in the game at all. Nobody's in foul trouble of any kind.
No.
Does anybody have more than one?
Well, Cameron has
Stubbs
2.
has 2. Nobody else. Carpenter has 1. Lewis has 1, and Scher has 1. And over on the other ticket, Wiltie has 2. Beheimer has 1, and Hefner has 1. Oh, and Davis has 1. So, yeah, not a lot of fouling in the game either. So, folks, we're glad you joined us wherever you are. And Linda, we owe you so much for what you do for the team and for both teams.
I enjoy it.
And for the program. I mean, you know, the person who keeps the book is probably the least recognized person in the building. You know, because it's a task and you're doing it. There's no glory to it. It's very beneficial for the teams, obviously, but for the average person in the building, they couldn't care less, because they're not looking at you at all, and you're not doing anything that they're going to directly relate to. So, yeah, you gotta have the will to do it and the knack to do it. And the other thing you have to have is something that you have that I don't, and that is good penmanship. I can't do that. I mean, you can't read the stuff I write. My penmanship is horrible. So there's nothing. I'll never make it as a scorekeeper for that reason. So you may have noticed, folks, that there's a gentleman with doing a little cleanup on the floor in between halves. And I certainly hope that whatever it is down at the other end of the floor that is causing all these girls to fall down is being picked up by that thing. Because there have been 4 girls who have tried to either lurch forward or pivot and have fallen down before they could get rid of the ball. And, Mariah State in particular went down very, very hard when it happened to her. And we certainly don't want anybody from either team getting injured here. So, well, Linda, thank you for everything you do.
Thank you.
Like I said, we couldn't do it without you. That's for sure. Folks, we got 3 minutes till the third quarter. We're going to go ahead and take another timeout, and then we'll be back with the third quarter action, so stay with us. Again, thanks to Linda Hill for joining us. And you're watching NWHS Grizz. This is Grizzly Basketball.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Back at Emporia High School, Kevin Arkin with you. We have 2 minutes to go to the start of the third quarter. And while we were at commercial, Linda happened to mention to me, I was not here yesterday, so I missed yesterday's game because I was in the classroom at Northwest, and the girls played very, very well yesterday, scoring 45 points in the game. Now, they didn't win the game, which is why we're playing now, but a very good, strong offensive performance for the team led by Aubrey Navarrete. She had 16 points yesterday. So, a very, very good game. J.C. Sure had 8. That's the most she's had all year, I believe. So it's good to see some of these kids breaking out a little bit, and maybe they'll do some more of that here in the second half of this one. Hey, the net has the basket has a hole in it. We just need to find it, and we'll be fine. So anyway, congratulations to the Grizzlies on a well-played game yesterday, even though they didn't get the W. And the teams are pretty even here in this one, what's kind of obvious by the score. A low-scoring contest, both teams playing some pretty good defense. And one of the things that has been very helpful to Northwest is that the three-point shooting by Emporia has not been very good in this game. And so they've missed a lot of three-pointers, and Northwest has been able to get in there and get rebounds. So for the Grizzlies here in the second half, it'll be the starting lineup. J.C. Sure, number 2. Number 5, Anaya Simpson. Daisha Johnson, number 10. Aubrey Navarrete, number 30. And Cameron Stubbs, number 34, who will take the floor. Last second huddle here before we start. Grizzlies will play from left to right here in the second half of play. Of course, we're not going anywhere. I don't see any officials anywhere. The refs have taken a lunch break, folks. We're going nowhere mighty fast. I may have to go out there and grab a whistle. We don't have any refs. This is what's going on. Some instructions being given by Coach Commons here. Now the refs are back out, at least one of them. There's two. All righty. It'll be Emporia inbounding to start play here in the third quarter, whenever we decide to play it. And there we are, we're underway. That's Aguirre with it, giving it off to Davis. Into the paint, and Hefner scores. She's got 12 of their 14 points. Stubbs for Northwest, gives it to Schur. Schur. Daisha Johnson with it now for Northwest. She pulls it out, back to Schur on the far side. Cameron Stubbs with it. Gives it to Simpson. Good job by Anaya, control it. Schur back to Anaya. Up off the glass, it doesn't go, and a whistle. And we have a foul called on Hefner. That's her second, I believe, if memory serves me right. Out of bounds to Emporia. Well, that was a quick turnover. Navarrete will inbound to Simpson. And Simpson saves it on the near side. Sorry you couldn't see that. It's a blind spot for us. She goes up, she's fouled. Simpson will go to the line and shoot two. And the foul is on Hefner. 2 fouls here in the first minute on Hefner. And she's going to take a seat, I think. Well, maybe not. Simpson will shoot 2. Here's the first one. Off the glass, no good. She'll get one more. Grizzlies trail by 5. Simpson's second one. That one missed as well. And that's rebounded by Davis. Here comes Emporia back down the floor. Aguirre has it, pulls it back out. Navarrete's on her. Over here on the near side it goes. Wiltz back out to Aguirre. To Davis, now back to Wiltz on the far side. Ball's kicked by Wiltz, turn it over to Northwest. Grizzlies inbound. It goes out of play. Will stay with Northwest. No, it won't. Well, one ref pointed toward Northwest. I guess he got overruled. And the home team gets it. Aguirre over here on the near side to Beheimer. To Davis. Loose in front. Picked off by Johnson, but only for a moment. 3 ball goes up, off the rim, no good, rebounded by Navarrete. Aubrey will bring it down the floor herself. Big chance here for Northwest to get some of this lead chipped away. Sure. To Simpson. Simpson underneath. Puts it up. And what are they going to call here? They're calling a jump ball. First jump ball of the contest. And it will go to Northwest. And I've got to say it, the jump ball, as you know, is arguably the dumbest rule in all of sports. Sure will inbound it. Gets it to Navarrete. Lewis put it up, it doesn't go. Doesn't matter. They call the turnover. Aguirre with it. Gives it back to Wiltz, now to Davis. And down to Aguirre again. Wiltz puts it up from 15, and it's good. Grizzlies down by a touchdown. And a good job by Hallman to get that one. She feeds it into Scher, who puts it up and misses everything. Gets knocked out of play by Davis, and it will stay with Northwest. Had Mariah Staten on the floor. She seems to be okay. Could they be in there any tighter? Oh, my goodness. They're like sardines in a can. And they break away. Ball is given to Simpson, and she goes down hard, and so does her counterpart, who is still on the floor. And they're calling for the coaches. I don't know who that is. You got a number over there? That would be Aguirre, which would make sense because she didn't come off the floor. Okay, Grizzlies will have a huddle here while they take care of that situation. Of our own, we'll be back.
Grizzly Pride Booster Club supports academic, athletics, and fine arts programs at Northwest High School. The Booster Club has donated more than $35,000 to students and staff at Northwest. They have purchased equipment, uniforms, classroom supplies, and teacher grants, and provided approximately $7,000 a year in food cost for school activities and athletic events. They would like to invite you to become a member of Grizzly Pride by volunteering at a school event.
Back at Emporia High, the injured player is Jade Aguirre, number 2 of Emporia, and the trainer is out, the coach is out there along with her parents. So this is evidently a little bit more serious than we would think. So now the trainer comes in with the medical bag, and of course we hope it's nothing serious and nothing major. And she went down hard in that collision and went face first to the floor, and I could see a nosebleed coming out of that. Although I'm not a doctor. I did go to a Holiday Inn Express one night. She's going to be down for a bit. While they're working, let's go ahead and take another brief timeout.
Hey, man, you going out for football?
Band class still needs you, man. Kansas students have choices to do or not to do. The Kansas State High School Activities Association urges everyone to participate because when activities stop, nobody wins.
Jada Geary is just now walking off the floor, and she went down hard. Her face is just beet red, so you know she hit that pavement hard. And we certainly hope the young lady is seriously injured. 16-9, Grizzlies trail, 5:13 to go, third quarter. This is the 7th place game of the Glacier's Edge basketball tournament, the 51st annual thereof. And we want to thank everybody here at Emporia High School for their hospitality, especially Bo, their athletic director. He's just been great. Everybody's just been super great to us, and we really appreciate their hospitality and hope someday that we can repay it when they come down to Wichita. Cunningham gives it off to Beheimer, and Davis puts one up. She's fouled on the way up. She'll go to the line and shoot a couple and try to add to the 7-point lead. Fouls on Mariah Staten. Davis's first one is off the heel, no good. They're not putting the perpetrators of the fouls up on the scoreboard here, so that's kind of hurting me. She missed them both, rebounded by Simpson. Here's a chance for Northwest to take advantage and maybe cut into this lead a little bit. Lewis gives it to Simpson, now to Schur on the near side. JC to Staten. Staten drives, gives it back to Schur. Schur in the paint, tried to feed it in. It was blocked out. Staten gets the rebound. Up off the glass, it doesn't go, and it's rebounded by Beheimer. And now we have a foul called on Staten. That's Staten's third, correct? Second, like I said. Ball's inbounded. We're back underway. Beheimer has it. Pressure being put on by Lewis. Nice job. And Lewis reached in and poked it, but she fouled on the way in. That's her second. Coming in now is Cameron Stubbs and Aubrey Navarrete. Simpson and Schur will come out and take a breather. Ball's inbounded. We're back underway here. Up off the glass, doesn't go. Swept off the boards by Hallman. Kylina brings it down. Far side. Staten for three. Misses. And Hefner gets the rebound. Nice save there by Emporia. Now they're calling a full timeout, is Emporia. So we're going to go ahead and take that full timeout as well. You're watching NWHS Grizz. This is Grizzly Basketball.
Grizzlies Basketball on the Internet is brought to you in part by Andrew's Cleaning Service. Owned and operated by Andrew Dillon, they offer residential cleaning, apartment cleaning, commercial cleaning services, deep cleaning, construction and remodel cleanup, carpet cleaning, and much more. Whether it be a one-time cleanup job or regular service scheduled weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly, Andrew's Cleaning Service is ready to take care of your cleaning needs. Andrew's Cleaning Service serves the greater Wichita metro area, including Derby, Hayesville, Mays, Goddard, and Valley Center. Check them out on the web at wichitacleaningservice.com or give Andrew a call for an estimate at 712-3883. We thank Andrew's Cleaning Service for their support of Grizzly Basketball on the web.
Back at Emporia, coming out of the timeout, 3:29 to go in the third quarter. Grizzlies have not scored since the first half. They've had plenty of opportunities and just can't cash in. Wiltz is going to inbound for Emporia. And Cunningham gets it. Back to Wiltz, right in front of us. All the way down off the glass, no good. Loose ball, Wiltz gets it again and puts it in. Wiltz gets the second chance points, and it's 18-9. Hallman from 15 feet off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Hefner. Ball taken away, and here comes Lewis on the far side with it now. For Northwest. Staten thought about it, puts it back down, pulls it out, gives it to Kylina Hallman. Hallman to Lewis. Lewis for three. Off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Wiltz. And Wiltz having a hard time with Staten draped all over her. And we have a 10-second call. Northwest basketball. Great defensive play by the Grizzlies. Ball's inbounded. Talia Lewis with it. I don't know what that was about. Oh. Scorekeeper just told us she made a mistake. That's okay. Mistakes happen. Lewis puts it up, doesn't go, and that'll be should be a jump ball. Is it? Is it? Is it? Yes, jump ball. And it should belong to Northwest. And it does. Now, Daisha Johnson's going to come in for Northwest. It's Emporia's ball? Okay, like I said, it's Emporia's ball under the jump ball rule, arguably the dumbest rule in all of sports. And look at that break. Wiltz, easy lay-in. Wiltz got behind everybody, and even Coach Commons is smiling because she knows what happened. Loose on the floor. Cunningham gets it for Emporia, and down they come again. Wiltz. There's a three ball in the air, off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Hallman. Down the floor comes Northwest. For three, Navarrete scores, and the drought is over. Wiltz getting some pressure from Lewis, and Lewis commits a foul. That's the fourth team foul on Northwest, so they are at the limit with 1:07 to go here in the third quarter. Hallman and Stubbs come out. We'll reset this for you. We've got Simpson, Navarrete, Carpenter, Lewis, and Daisha Johnson on the floor for Northwest. There's a drive down there, then a shot that misses. Wiltz lost the handle, gets it back. Now this is going to be over and back. Yep. Over and back will be charged. Sorry, I missed it. Wiltz fell down as she was going for the ball, touched the ball in the front court, and it rolled into the back court. And when she got up to get it, she was toast. So now you know what you missed. Lewis with it for Northwest. Hefner comes away with it. Now we have a foul called. That may be on Navarrete. It is on Aubrey Navarrete. It comes with 42 seconds to go, and unfortunately, That puts Emporia into bonus land. She makes them both. Hefner comes out. She's replaced there by Kinsley Hines, number 3. J.C. Schur brings it down for Northwest. Grizzlies need to get some scoring going in a hurry here. They're down by 10. Johnson, Hallman up off the glass, good. There we go. Navarrete, like I said. I knew I heard it somewhere. Davis for 3, good. Emporia answers right back in spades. Now the Grizzlies are in trouble, but time has run out here in the third quarter. And not the best quarter ever by the Grizzlies. They scored only once in the entire, well, they scored more than once. They only scored 5 in the quarter. We'll see what happens in quarter number 4. You're watching NWHS Grizz. This is Grizzly Basketball.
Grizzlies Basketball on the Internet is brought to you in part by Andrew's Cleaning Service. Owned and operated by Andrew Dillon, they offer residential cleaning, apartment cleaning, commercial cleaning services, deep cleaning, construction and remodel cleanup, carpet cleaning, and much more. Whether it be a one-time cleanup job or regular service scheduled weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly, Andrew's Cleaning Service is ready to take care of your cleaning needs. Andrew's Cleaning Service serves the greater Wichita metro area, including Derby, Hayesville, Mays, Goddard, and Valley Center. Check them out on the web at wichitacleaningservice.com or give Andrew a call for an estimate at 712-3883. We thank Andrew's Cleaning Service for their support of Grizzly Basketball on the web.
Getting ready to start the fourth quarter here at Emporia High School. Grizzlies will inbound to begin play. Navarrete will inbound it to J.C. Schur, and they're joined on the floor by Daisha Johnson, Callie Carpenter, and Nia Simpson. Turnover by the Grizzlies early on here. Underneath, Davis puts it up. She's fouled and it falls. Count it, and a foul. She'll go to the line and shoot 1. Fouls on Carpenter. Davis's free throw is off the heel. Well, and it took 5 bounces and then fell. That's how you know things aren't going your way. Grizzlies bring it down. Daisha Johnson goes down. They're calling her for a travel on the slipperiest surface I've seen in a long time. I think the girls need to wear their long cleats in this one. Inbound to Carpenter, who will bring it down right in front of us. Carpenter gives it to Beheimer. To Davis, into the paint to Hefner, who just came back in. There's a 3-ball in the air and nothing but net from Wiltz. Grizzlies down now 31-14. Navarrete will inbound it for the Grizzlies. And she gets it in to Daisha Johnson. Loose on the floor. That'll be a jump ball, I'm sure. And that will go to Emporia. Very unfortunate. I've already said it twice, so I won't say it again. Ball's inbounded. Play resumes. Cunningham with it. Has Mariah Staten draped all over her. Long three misses. Rebounded there by Navarrete. By Stubbs. Like I said. J.C. Shear puts it up. Doesn't go. And what do we have here? They're calling a charge. Macy Davis called for the charge. So Leah Lewis will come back in, replacing Navarrete. J.C. Shear inbounds on the near side. And it's taken away. Here comes Emporia back, and an easy lay-in, coast to coast, by Beheimer. The wheels are coming off here in the fourth quarter. Hallman. Staten puts it up, can't get it to go. And the rebound to Lewis off the glass. It doesn't go. Third time for Hallman, makes it. Now the Grizzlies putting on the pressure. They've already forced two turnovers that way tonight. Cunningham has it for Emporia, pulls it back out. 5:15 to go in the fourth quarter. Underneath, Davis puts it up, it doesn't go. Put back by Hefner, doesn't go, but she's fouled. She will go to the line and shoot two. That's on Stubbs as well. Her third foul. Hefner's first one is good. She'll get one more. She misses the second, makes 1 out of 2. It goes out of bounds to Northwest. Grizzlies will inbound. And very quickly, Hallman, inbounds it to Leah Lewis. She'll bring it down the floor. Underneath, back to Hallman. Over now to Staten on the near side. That'll stay with Northwest. J.C. Shear will inbound. And she gets it into Staten. Long three off the heel, no good from Lewis. Stubbs misses, put back by Lewis, it misses. And now we have a whistle. It will be Emporia's ball here. We're running out of time. Only 4:30 to go. Cunningham has it for the Spartans. To Hefner, back to Cunningham. To Davis, rather. Davis off the glass, no good. Hefner, the putback, it misses. Nice save by Stubbs. Loose ball. Who's going to get it? And it goes over. That'll be over and back. That's the third one of those in this game. It's something you don't see every day. Northwest will get it. The ball went over the baseline. And here they are, sardines in a can again. Not exactly sure what the point of that is. I think the referees are asking the ladies to leave room for the Holy Spirit. Here we go. Stubbs has it on the inbound play. Ball's up, off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Hefner. And they're going to get Hallman for a foul. Hallman defending, commits the foul. That's her fourth. Oh, I knew it was 4 on the team. Who do we have that has 4 fouls? Lewis has 4. She almost picked up her 5th right there. Underneath, Beheimer blocked by Navarrete. Nice job, and she'll bring it down herself. Gives it to Hallman. Hallman for 3. Good! Now a timeout taken. A full timeout has been taken by Wichita Northwest. We'll go ahead and take that timeout with them as well. Stay with us. Grizzlies trail 34-19. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is
Grizzly Pride Booster Club supports academic, athletics, and fine arts programs at Northwest High School. The Booster Club has donated more than $35,000 to students and staff at Northwest. They have purchased equipment, uniforms, classroom supplies, and teacher grants, and provided approximately $7,000 a year in food costs for school activities and athletic events. They would like to invite you to become a member of Grizzly Pride by volunteering at a school event.
coming out of the timeout on the floor for Northwest. It'll be Stubbs, Navarrete, Staten, Lewis, and Hallman. Grizzlies fighting hard, but they still trail by 15 with 3:36 to go in the fourth. And now Emporia makes it back onto the floor. It will be their ball, as the Grizzlies had just scored on that three-pointer by Kylina Hallman. And they bring it down the floor. And we have a whistle and a foul. And Northwest is now over the limit.
No, I meant 5 for shooting. Like we're shooting. Never mind.
I don't know if you heard that, but there was a little miscommunication between the scoreboard operator and one of the officials, and he misinterpreted what she meant. Everybody got a good laugh out of it, so that's what it's all about. Wiltz missed the first, and she'll make the second. Makes 1 out of 2. Grizzlies inbound. There's Navarrete bringing it down the floor. She gives it to Talia Lewis. Lewis playing with 4 fouls. Kylina back to Lewis. Underneath, nice pass to Stubbs. Count it. Oh, we could do that all night long. We'd be great. And now we have a whistle. I don't know if it's a foul or if the ball just went out of bounds. What do they call him here? They had a player go down, but nope, it's just an out-of-bounds play, and it will belong to North. But now we have another foul. We have a technical called on Hallman. You saw what happened there. Oh, it's on Lewis, I think. It is. It's on Lewis, and she's done. That's her 5th foul. As technicals are also personals. J.C. Sure will replace her. And Talia Lewis over here talking to the coach is not a happy camper. Whoops. Guess I should have done this. First one was good. You missed it. That's Hefner making them both. 37-21, and not only do they make the free throws, they also get the ball. And we're back underway, 3:04 to go. I would be inclined to say this one has pretty much been decided. Beheimer gives it to Davis. She'll pull it all the way back out, Will Davis, out of our picture. Now she's back in there. And now we have a whistle away from the ball. Oh, they're running some clock down because the clock failed to start on the play. So they're going to figure out what the time is. We'll let you know as soon as they know. They ran it down to 2:50 remaining. It had been at 3:04 previously and then did not start. No big deal. No harm done. Davis has it. Gives it to Wiltz. Beheimer lost the handle, gets it back. Back to Davis. Good job by Hallman there. Almost reached in too late. That's Wiltz at the top of the key with it now. Far side. Beheimer to Davis. And a foul called on Hallman. They are over the limit, so that'll be free throws. Yeah. First one off of Davis, misses. 2:13 to go. He missed them both. Nice rebound by Cameron Stubbs. Navarrete brings it down. Gives it to Hallman. Hallman thought about it. J.C. Scher pulls it back. Takes the three attempt. Short. Rebounded by Davis. Wilt sends it forward to Hefner. Now back to Davis, right in front of us. Around the horn it goes. Now we're killing time here. If there was ever an argument for a shot clock, that was it. Grizzlies foul, that's... At the line is Cunningham shooting a pair. Nia Simpson getting ready to go back in. Now she does. She'll go in for Hallman. No, she goes in for Stubbs. Excuse me. Hallman started out and then Stubbs replaced her. Another free throw coming from Cunningham with 1:25 to go. She misses it. Makes one out of two. And down it comes Staten. And down she goes, and they're calling a blocking foul. That's only the second foul on Emporia in the quarter. Grizzlies will inbound. Navarrete will do the chore. And here they go again. Now Hallman in the paint, puts it up, doesn't go. Nice save, goes right back to Hallman. Her shot's blocked. J.C. Scher gives it to Staten. Long one off the rim, no good. Simpson goes up and she's fouled. It'll be on the floor. They did not. They said it was not in the act of shooting. Now 3 subs come in for Emporia. Ryan Howe, number 1, comes back in. Kinsley Hines back in, and number 24 is Lisbeth Marino. Less than a minute to go. Hallman. Long one, short. Put back by Simpson. Good job. And here come the Spartans back down the floor with time waning. 32 to go. And a whistle away from the ball. A foul on Mariah Staten. That'll be free throws again. No? Yes. Cunningham is at the line to shoot a pair as the Grizzlies are over the limit. First one misses. Makes 1 out of 2. Grizzlies down the floor quickly. 25 to go. 3 ball. Off the rim, no good. Simpson, great defense, steals the ball. Can't get the shot, gets the putback. Beautiful play by Anaya Simpson. 8 seconds to go. And a 5-second call. Good job by Holman. The Grizzlies are shining here late, folks. 5 seconds to go. No. Errant pass inbound. Doesn't matter. That's the game. We're final here at Emporia, and the final score is Emporia 39, Northwest 25. Northwest finishes 8th in the tournament and loses all 3 games up here in Emporia this time. Want to give you our upcoming schedule real quick before we sign off. We are home on Tuesday night. The North High Redhawks will come in for a doubleheader. We're on the air at 5:45 with the pregame show with Christina Commons. Girls will tip it off at 6. Boys will follow thereafter. And we're back to doubleheader nights now in regular league play here for the remainder of the season. Hope you enjoyed the game. Hope you enjoyed the daytime broadcast. And we thank you for joining us on NWHS Grizz and look forward to seeing you folks on Tuesday night at 5:45. I'm Kevin Arkin saying Grizzlies fall 39-25. Have a great rest of the weekend, and we'll see you on Tuesday.